Op shopping, thrift shopping, secondhand shopping, whatever you call it, it's always looked down on and it shouldn't be. I get some of my best items from op shop. In fact, my closet only has 10 items that I actually bought with my money from a real store. The rest, my friends, is all from the op shop. So today I'm going to share with you why I choose to go to the op shop, some tips to help you find the best clothes out there for you, and also some of my favorite tips on how I find some really amazing quality clothes within my op shops. Last time I left you guys on a video like this, we were talking about culling half the clothes in my wardrobe, and I ended up going from 100 and something down to 80. So that was huge. And now I'm down to 71 items, and that includes 4 things that I bought today from the op shop. So I find that the best place to go to op shops is in coastal towns or in places where people tend to be more well off. Especially the city thrift shops always have some really incredible, unique items, especially from shops that normally would be quite out of my price range. So that would be my first tip. My second tip is not to go in there and only look at a few things and jump from aisle to aisle. Start at the beginning and work your way through every single item, looking at every single one, and pick up anything that looks remotely like something you would wear. I'm very surprised to find that some of the things that I'm kind of on the fence about end up being something that I really love. Same goes for any clothes that I really think I'm going to love. When I go and try them on, usually they don't fit, and that goes to step number 3. Make sure you try on the clothes, because sometimes you'll notice that the things that look really good on a coat hanger don't always look good on your body, and I've had a lot of instances like that. One of my final tips, there isn't a lot of tips when it comes to thrift shopping or op shopping. I mean, you go in there, look at the clothes, get out with what you want, right? But I think a lot of the time you go in there thinking that, you know, if it's got a hole or it's got some stains, there's a way to get rid of it. And trust me, the person before you probably tried that as well and gave up. A lot of the time when I buy things that I think I'm going to fix or repair, they just end up worse than before, or I just never get to them and they sit in my closet. So only buy things you know you're going to wear, and if they're broken or if they're stained, you're most likely not going to touch them, or it's going to turn you off and they're just going to sit in your closet, and what's the point? Let me show you the 4 things that I got today at the op shop. These clothes are definitely going to convince you, I just know it. So this dress is 100% cotton. Like, when I'm op shopping, I'm always looking at the materials that the clothes are made from. If you didn't watch my last video, I'm trying to completely change the way that I shop, and I'm really focusing on keeping in my closet materials which are natural, which are comfortable to wear, which are long lasting. This dress literally says main cotton, lining cotton, and trim cotton. So it's 100% cotton. There is absolutely nothing else here. 100% cotton summer dress. In the shops, I would say you are most likely to find this dress for at least $50, at least. Okay, this next dress, again, super cute and not something you would find at the shops normally. I'm sure you would have found it in the shops once upon a time, but now that it's out of season, it wouldn't be there. And this is something that is my style. It's something that I'm looking for when I go to the shops and I can never find. So here it is, backless. So again, right now, and it could just be me, correct me if I'm wrong, let me know down in the comments if I'm completely off style, but I love backless dresses and anything that's got cute little details. Like this has a little crisscross at the back, and then at the front it's just really loose, really comfortable, because there's nothing better than being comfortable in your own clothes. And again, if you look at the materials, 100% cotton. Again, 100% cotton clothes either do not exist in the shops that I go to normally, or you have to go to shops where these kinds of items become very pricey. People know the value of good natural clothing. Another very lovely top. I must say that this top is not all cotton, and the reason that I still bought it, it's only half cotton. So the outside is cotton, the inside is unfortunately a polyester. But the reason I still bought this is because I'm still making a really big step buying from the op shops. I'm already buying secondhand. The clothes that I'm buying from there are not being manufactured from scratch, and so they already exist in the world, and so I'm almost recycling it. I'm reusing something that would have been waste otherwise. This top is so me. I love stripes. And then the last thing I bought is another dress, and this one's a little bit pricier. So of all the 4 items, this is the most expensive, and it's $11.99. That's it. And this is a gorgeous, light, summery dress. I believe this one is not 100% natural because it doesn't feel it. So this one is not natural materials, but I absolutely love it. It goes to my point before with the top that I'm already making a really big step for buying from the op shop. And so if it is a bit of polyester, it's not going to matter too much. It will be probably something that eventually do get rid of. But I think for now, I'm going to absolutely love this dress until it's as stained as the last dress I had to get rid of. So yay. Okay, so by far my favorite thing about shopping at an op shop is that you get dresses from really expensive labels that are marked down to almost 70% off. So huge savings straight off the bat. In Australia, we've got a company called Portman's, and they make these gorgeous work dresses. Like this would normally be $180 at the op shop, only cost me $20, and I'm sure if you go to the countryside, it's even less. These skirts, again, a Portman skirt, so you can see how beautiful they are. And you wouldn't even find skirts like this in the shops anymore because they go out of season, they go out of style, and little do they tell you that styles always come back. So these skirts are always worth finding. A gorgeous dress. I don't think it has a brand, but does it even need one? Another Portman's dress. My favorite dress, op shop. This dress, plenty of my tops, all of this is from an op shop. One thing I've bought is this. Cost me like $5. So you can see that when I do buy it, the quality is nothing like what you get at the op shop. So as far as getting to my goal of 50 items of clothing by the time I get to New South Wales and we're ready to build our yurt, I'm well and truly on my way. And getting ready in the morning is by far so much easier with so little clothes. But I thought I would talk to you guys about the benefits of thrift shopping or up shopping, whatever you call it in your country. There's only 10 items in my whole wardrobe that I have bought. All of the basics, so your basic warm jackets, your basic singlets, leggings, those kinds of items I think are really hard to find in op shops because they do last so long. And when it is time to upgrade them, they're usually pretty worn out. So I feel like those things I will never stop buying at the shops because I know that I'm going to get my use out of them. But as for everything else, like skirts, t-shirts, nice tops, dresses, my favorite ones by far are definitely from the op shop. And today especially, I picked up 4 new things that I absolutely am in love with. And if you haven't been op shopping yet, like after this, I hope that you stop going down to the shopping centers, fighting off crowds, being left completely disappointed because most of the things that are there aren't very nice quality, don't sit right on your body, and are way too expensive for what they are, or are being made in factories or by companies that don't actually care about their workers, and that's really upsetting. Going to the op shop isn't as bad as it seems. So the point of making this video is just to show you some of the ways that I'm trying to be more sustainable in the way that I purchase my clothing, as well as the choices I make of where to buy them. I think that's really important to take a step back and think about what you're putting on your body, where it's coming from, and whose livelihood and lifestyle is being sacrificed in order to get you your clothes that you're just going to throw away in a week or two. Items that go out of style can always be reused, can always be repurposed. And sometimes the best pieces, your favorite items in your whole wardrobe, can come from a very simple beginning, something just like an op shop. So I hope you enjoy this kind of random video. I was so excited for the clothes that I got and finally being able to go out to the shops, but knowing exactly where I wanted to go. And that was definitely not the big shopping centers. Stick around because there's heaps of awesome videos coming up from me and Sam. The borders are open and we finally get to see each other in a couple of weeks. I cannot wait. Make sure to like this video, subscribe if you're new because there's lots of great content about sustainability and how we're making our lives more sustainable. And you know what? We're pretty fun to watch, right? See you guys next time.